Bilateral diplomacy is a key building block of international relations, covering relationships between the home country and individual foreign states, one at a time. It is the very core of managing foreign relations, and these foreign relations are geared towards fostering peace and achieving SDGs, and in our parts of the world fuels development assistance programs. Well, to us at Grace Life TV, we are interested in probing the operations of all these foreign missions to ascertain their dealings and every opportunity they offer the youth. Joining me on the Youth Time show today is a staunch diplomat with so many years of experience in international relations, who has also served at the office in charge of visits abroad and in Italy. Her Excellency Ambassador Daniela Dolandi, the Italian ambassador to Ghana, joins me on the show today to shed light on the rich bilateral relations that has existed between these powerful states, Italy and Ghana, SDGs, higher educational opportunities, education, and peace in the entire region, which also contributes to development assistance initiatives. This is the Youth Time show on Grace Life TV. Don't go anywhere, the show commences shortly. Welcome back. I am here with Her Excellency Ambassador Daniela Dolandi, the Italian ambassador to Ghana. And at the end of today's show, you will attest the fact why I said she is a staunch diplomat. You're welcome, Your Excellency, to today's show.
Thank you so much. Allow me to say medase.
And Akwaba too.
Thank you.
So, ciao. Sono onorato di contrarre oggi.
Oh, thank you. Your Italian is really impressive.
Thank you for having us today. So before we kickstart into everything we are discussing today, would you tell us a little bit about yourself? We've read so much about you working at the office in charge of visits abroad and in Italy. Who is Her Excellency Ambassador Daniela Dolandi?
So thank you for this interview today. I'm an Italian career diplomat. I was born in Athens, in Greece, where my father was the ambassador of Italy. So I followed the footsteps of my father as regards the diplomatic career. I grew up in Italy, in Rome and in Paris, where I graduated in applied economics at the University of Paris-Dauphine, where I also pursued a master in business administration. Then I passed the diplomatic exam in the year 2000. As you mentioned, I started my career at the diplomatic protocol in charge of incoming important visits to Italy and also taking care with the team of the presidential visits abroad. My first posting abroad was at the Italian mission embassy in the Dominican Republic in Santo Domingo, where I was deputy head of mission. Then I moved to Strasbourg in France, where I was deputy to the permanent representative of Italy to the Council of Europe. Afterwards, I moved back to Italy. I returned to the diplomatic protocol, where I became chief of staff. And afterwards, before coming to Ghana, I worked 4 years at the permanent mission of Italy to the United Nations in Geneva, Switzerland.
That is extremely amazing. So with all these years of experience and now here in Ghana, how has the experience been so far as the ambassador?
So this experience has been at the same time challenging, because I arrived here in August 2020, so in the middle of the COVID pandemic. So, you know, for social interaction, this was quite testing. But at the same time, this year has been extremely fruitful And I would like to mention 3 highlights of my first year. So the first one was for sure the day in which I presented my credential to the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, because the letters of credence are the official document by which the President of the Republic of Italy accredits me as the new ambassador to Ghana. So being ambassador for the first time and being my first posting in Africa, it was a very important moment for me. The second moment I would highlight is my courtesy call to the Otumfo, the Asantehene Osei Tutu II. I paid a courtesy call to him in Mancha Palace. And it was really impressive to see all the courtiers, a beautiful ceremony, and I could feel and sense the beautiful tradition of the chieftaincy and this importance here in Ghana. And last but not least, I would mention a more recent important meeting last month with the National Chief Imam. A very inspirational leader. He's 102 years old, but he's still conveying messages of tolerance, and he really plays a key role in promoting peace and stability and the peaceful coexistence of different religious and ethnic groups in the country.
So that has been great experiences and highlights you have had so far. As you mentioned, COVID, we all know COVID has really marred so many initiatives in Ghana and the world at large. How has it been for you, and how has the management by the Ghanaian authorities been so far in the impact of international relations?
Well, I believe that the management of the COVID crisis by the Ghanaian authorities has been very pragmatic and very efficient, because at the beginning of the pandemic, there has been a prompt and limited lockdown. Very efficient measures, health measures have been taken. There were regular updates on the evolution of the COVID situation. And furthermore, the vaccination campaign kicked off successfully in Ghana. And I'm pleased to note that Italy believes that it's a multilateral crisis, pandemic, which requires a multilateral response and an equal and universal access to vaccines, though my country is among the important donors to the COVAX initiatives, and Ghana was the first beneficiary country of the COVAX vaccines when they arrived.
Right, that is so great. We are so very grateful for this. So coming to cooperation and cooperative matters, can you probe on the rich bilateral relations and bilateral trade relations that has existed between Italy and Ghana over the years and its long-term importance for both countries?
Sure. Italy has recognized Ghana since its independence in 1957. And Italy has opened its embassy here in Accra 1 year after the independence, in 1958. And since then, our bilateral relations and relations of friendship and collaboration have grown stronger and stronger all over the years in many different sectors. And I wish to mention some iconic contributions of Italy to the development of Ghana. The first of which being the construction of the famous Akosombo Dam, which led to the creation of to the Volta Lake by an Italian company, Impregillo. The first ever refinery in the country was also built by an Italian company, the Tema Refinery. And I wish to underline that the most important bilateral investor in Ghana is the Italian oil and gas major Eni, with over $7 billion invested in Ghana, and they are also very much involved in social projects.
Right.
And I have to say that there are many, many more sectors that can be developed and looked into for further collaboration: renewable energy, tourism, sport, agribusiness, and so on.
Right, great. So all these sectors which will be developed will also aid Ghana to attain Ghana Beyond Aid, as the President said during our Independence Day celebrations. What are the development assistance initiatives from your office to help Ghana achieve this aim?
Sure. So the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda is a very bold one, and it's important to move from aid to trade, because by fostering and promoting trade and investment, you can create job opportunities for the youth, you create more wealth, and it's also important to invest in education. And I believe that Ghana could greatly benefit from Italy's expertise as second manufacturing country of the EU to transform its rich raw materials and natural resources in order to create added value and develop its local industries. And in fact, within the premises of the embassy, you have the Italian Trade Agency and SACE, which is the credit export agencies. And both entities are devoted, in partnership with their Ghanaian counterparts, such as the GIPC, to define common goals and to promote partnerships and collaboration between Italian and Ghanaian companies. And as regards the bilateral assistive cooperation, Ghana has benefited over the years from a number of Italian initiatives in the water supply sector, in the education sector, but also as regards the support to small and medium-sized enterprises. And let me mention two concessional loans that were granted by our development cooperation to support the private sector through the Ghana Private Sector Support Development Facility to help the small and medium-sized enterprises, together with a technical assistance program. And we are really willing to erogate a new credit aid of a relevant amount once the assessment of the first two phases of the program is completed.
Great. So one of the credit aids is to help Ghana Beyond Aid is towards the agribusiness sector. And one interesting thing that I want you to know, at the recent panel promoted event that you attended, for which bridge between Africa and Europe agribusiness sector, you made a very interesting statement that you touched on development through agribusiness in the promotion of the sector. Can you shed light on that comment for us? Once again, towards the agribusiness sector?
Yes, so the agribusiness sector is a priority both for Ghana and for Italy, because as I said before, thanks to the technology, expertise and know-how of Italian companies, we could partner together with Ghanaian companies in order to transform the rich natural resources of Ghana. For example, last December, I attended the commissioning of a plant in Kumasi at the presence of the Otumfo. It was an Italian plant to process fresh fruit like pineapple or tomato and transform it into juices and concentrates. Because sometimes you go to the supermarket in Ghana and you find pineapple juices imported from abroad. But why so when you have so many rich natural resources?
Great. Taking you back on the issues you mentioned towards achieving all the SDGs in Ghana, what measures are you putting in place that will achieve all this, especially the one which is very dear to the hearts of the youth, the fourth one, which dwells on education?
Okay. So Italy is really willing to accompany Ghana on the road towards the achievement of the UN SDGs. And I wish to mention some examples of our initiatives in relation to some specific SDGs. For example, SDG number 2, which relates to zero hunger and sustainable agriculture. We have the Italian public financing group, which is Cassa Depositi e Prestiti, CDP Group. It has a $44 million share in a cocoa bod program aimed at increasing the quality and quantity of the production of cocoa in a sustainable way. Then, as you mentioned, SDG number 4, which is very dear to Italy as well, quality education and the empowerment of young people, including girls. There's an Italian private company, De Lorenzo, which is currently partnering with the Ministry of Education of Ghana in order to build several centers of excellence for technical, vocational education and training in different regions of Ghana. And this will benefit the students, but also the villagers and the entire local communities. Then I would like to mention another important SDG, number 13, which is climate action. Italy is currently developing, together with UNDP, and local partners, a program aimed at preserving the forestal reserves and systems in the northern savanna zones, and also at empowering women working with the shea fruits. And last but not least, let me mention SDG 16, which is related to peace, justice, and strong institutions. We have offered to the Electoral Commission online capacity building and training courses in electoral and administrative matters for several EC's officers.
So dwelling back on the 16th SDG, we can see there are still issues and traces of terrorism in some parts of Africa. And we can't see those things as mishaps, because if we try and sit as a state not being aware of all these issues, we tend to be affected by them. How do we achieve collective peace in the region that will also help our country? What do we need to do as a country?
Sure. The fight against terrorism, the stabilization of the Sahel belt, the fight against piracy are transnational threats that cannot be faced by one country alone. Of course, it requires multinational and international collaboration. And in this regard, Italy shares those priorities with Ghana. Italy has signed a bilateral agreement in the defense sector with Ghana in 2019. We are providing on a yearly basis to the Ghana Defense Force courses in capacity building and training. And also, I wish to mention that currently an Italian frigate is patrolling in the Gulf of Guinea. It will make a stop over at the Tema port. Its objective is to take part in multinational exercises, but also to offer its collaboration to coastal states, including the Ghana Navy, in order to fight against illicit traffics and fight against piracy.
Great. Thank you so much. So moving back to the fourth one, because the SDGs are so dear to our hearts as both countries, the fourth one, which still dwells on education, at times as youth, and most of our audience comprises between the ages of 18 to 40. So most of the opportunities we seek are higher educational opportunities. And so recently, you posted people who were beneficiaries of the scholarships who have been, who are going to Italy to study. What are some of the educational opportunities you offer the youth, and how do we access them?
Okay. So since 2018, the Embassy of Italy has issued almost 300 visas for Ghanaian students to pursue their academic studies in Italy. And there are there are also scholarships which are publicized on our website. There are two kinds of scholarships. The one offered by the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. And there's another program which is dubbed Invest Your Talent in Italy. And this is promoted both by the Italian Foreign Ministry, but also it involves the chambers and unions of industries, as well as prestigious Italian universities. And for the 2021-2022 year, we received over 100 applications. And several very talented and promising students will be beneficiaries of those scholarships.
Thank you so much. So that means we are so grateful for having you and all these initiatives. And we would like to take a quick commercial break. When the show returns, we wrap up with Her Excellency. Don't go anywhere, the show commences shortly. So welcome back to the Youth Time Show. Today has been very educative as I've been here with Her Excellency Ambassador Daniela Dolandi. If you just joined us, you are nowhere far from the best as she's going to deliver a very powerful inspiration to all and sundry. Do stay tuned. You're welcome once again, Your Excellency. Today has been one of the heights of my career to sit with you, and I'm so grateful. So one of the development assistance initiatives towards the youth is to inspire us to take on leadership positions once we also get to the places where we are offered the opportunities. What do you think are the prospects for the African youth towards leadership?
So I believe that African youth, they are very much committed, and they should keep on believing in themselves, be hardworking, self-disciplined, and perseverant in order to unleash their full potential. And I wish to quote the words of the late Ghanaian Secretary General of the United Nations, His Excellency Kofi Annan, who said that education is the premise of progress in every society and in every family. So I believe for the African youth, but for the youth in general, that it's very important to attain higher education in order to give a significant contribution to the national development of the respective countries. And a message in particular to the Ghanaian youth, it's very important, I think, that they work hard to support and keep on promoting the democratic values, the peace and the stability that characterizes this beautiful country, Ghana.
Thank you so much. And I think we will hold on to those words very dearly. And one final piece of advice I would like you to give to Ghanaian girls and African girls in general who aspire to be like you, all the youth who also aspire to sit in the diplomatic chair one day, what would you tell them? This is your camera.
Yes. I believe that women and girls can do anything. The future is in the hands of women. And it's important to be hardworking, to believe in your potential. And I'm myself, I'm the mother of 3 kids. And at the same time, I'm pursuing a diplomatic career. So if you work hard, if you are committed, you can really achieve your goals.
as she said, if you work hard and if you are committed, you can achieve your goals. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Your Excellency.
Thank you.
Medase.
Medase.
Right. Until then, the show comes your way same time next week. Do keep safe and be good. Bye for now.